Welcome to the AW Services YouTube channel. If you're a window cleaner, you may recognize this, a FaceLift Big Boy 2 backpack, commonly used for water-fed pole window cleaning. Good price on them, equally as good as the Gardener backpack. But this one has given me really no problems since day one. When I purchased it, I took it apart from brand new and made sure that the battery terminals were okay. They lasted for about 2 years until I had corrosion on the positive lead, which was soldered to the battery. So I desoldered it, cleaned up the contacts and put some high quality female insulated spay connectors on there. I then covered those in Vaseline and then wrapped some insulation tape around that just to stop any inherent moisture and condensation dripping off the bottom of the actual water tank and getting onto the terminals. And it was problem free, really. I blew a fuse once, randomly, just blew a fuse, but I had one spare in my toolbox specifically for the backpack. And really, problems, none at all, up till about a day ago, where I have it stored at home and I noticed a puddle of water because the tank had some residual water in the bottom of it. And of course, the cheapest part of the backpack was the first one to fail. A so-called, well, it's not stainless steel, is it? Because it's rusted, but the jubilee clip or hose clamp, which connects the inlet of the water pump to the base of the backpack, had failed, and because of the rust, that in turn has caused the inner hose to perish and crack, creating a water leak. And when I say water leak, it was leaking from here. It wasn't leaking from the hose because I have a Rectus 21 female on there, which I very carefully spray lubricant the actual collar on there, not to get it and contaminate the actual hole where the water comes out, but I make sure that the collar is always kept clean and lubricated so it doesn't get stiff. But yeah, it's been problem free really, other than the hose clamp going. So I thought, sod it, let's take the whole thing apart, clean it all up, do some periodic checks. Good thing to do is make sure that with a bit of WD-40 you spray lightly the back of the motor to stop the bearing and the shaft seizing up, because there is a bit of residual corrosion around the back of that. The pump is the original pump from day one, dated the 7th of 2021, and that's a cobalt pump. I've had no problems with that whatsoever. I do like to make sure that the connectors are kept lubricated with a bit of mist of WD-40 to stop any corrosion on those. The PCB circuit board for the speed controller, the buzzer on there, has been no problems at all. That does have a conformal coating on there from the factory, but I was a little bit keen and got some liquid latex and put basic like PVA glue but latex, and just painted the back of the circuit board as well to make sure that there's it extra sealed, because otherwise it's open to the elements and any residual moisture that the backpack creates. Checking the connections on the charger inlet. This is not a 230 volt mains inlet, that is for the charger only, so don't ever try forcing in a random IEC kettle lead into there, because it is a keyed plug, I believe. But yeah, just periodic checks really. The battery is the original battery from day one. I've had no problems with that. A common fault that a lot of backpack owners have is they put hypo in there and it rots away the seal. Also, the battery saddle clamps fail. Mine is the original. However, you can remanufacture one of those out of a piece of 25mm by 1.5mm aluminium flat bar that you can purchase from B&Q. The switch, not a problem with that. I'm about to check the continuity of it, just to double check it, but that's an easy replaceable part. You needn't go through FaceLift to sell it, but I don't think they actually sell FaceLift parts now. You ring the window cleaning warehouse, they'd rather sell you a new backpack. But parts like that, basically, you know, on, off, on, single pole switch, two-way, you can buy those. So yeah, periodic checks to make sure everything's clean and serviceable. The only thing I use this backpack for nowadays is to wash my van, actually. That's all I use it for, washing my van. It's been absolutely brilliant from the day I bought it. It's been a brilliant investment. But if you look after it, you do your periodic checks, you shouldn't have any faults whatsoever. But if there's anything that you'd like to know, or you're getting any problems, or you've got symptoms, let me know regarding the backpack, of course, not yourself. And I'll help you diagnose those and point you or signpost you in the right direction for spare parts. It's all very serviceable. Everything's got modular color-coded connectors on there. You know, there's the odd little bit of soldering here. The potentiometer for the speed control, very easy to replace as well. But that is the FaceLift Big Boy 2 window cleaning water-fed pole backpack. Periodic servicing, maintenance is key. I'll double check your jubilee clip on the bottom of your tank, because if it goes crusty like that, that's the first thing to fail, and then you get water rotting away at the pump and everything else. But if this video has helped you, give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe, support the channel, help it grow. Press the bell icon for notifications when new videos are published. Thanks for watching.